afternoon. I am Lisa Davis, the Director of One Summer Chicago with the Department of Family and Support Services. That was just a taste of what the Photography for All team created this summer. Even if we showed you all the videos and images, there's no way we could capture the new friendships made, the confidence gained, and the fun they had traveling the city of Chicago. This initiative has been a personal passion for me. I am so excited to bring to you the 4th annual One Summer Chicago Everyone Can Code and Create Showcase. So let's get started and let the show begin. Amira, take it away.
Thank you so much, Lisa, and good afternoon, everyone. I'll be serving as one of your MCs for today's event. My name is Amira Ibrahim, and I'm 18 years old. I'm an incoming freshman at Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts. I'll be majoring in computer science with a minor in Arabic. During this summer, I participated in multiple programs. However, my favorite one has to be becoming a student teacher in the Everyone Can Code program. One fun fact about me is that I studied abroad in Egypt during my freshman year of high school. And now I'll be passing it on to another MC and a friend of mine, Yair.
Thanks, Amir. Hey, everyone. My name is Yair Barrera. I am 17 years old and a senior at John F. Kennedy High School. This summer, I got the opportunity to be an intern for Chicago Untold Stories, where we made music video type documentaries. One fun fact about me is I've dyed my hair more times than I can count in the past 5 years. Now I'd like to pass the mic to my friend Tati.
You're awesome, Yair. Hi guys, I'm Tatiana Mays, but you can call me Tati. I am 18 years old, and in the fall, I am going to be majoring in theater directing at Columbia College Chicago. I spent my summer at DePaul University amongst 15 other women that were chosen, and I got a chance to work on story development, interviews, lighting, cameras, and editing the film into our final product, all while making valuable connections with our mentors and long-lasting relationships. A fun fact about me is that I have a YouTube channel, and I love helping people express themselves through video. As a reminder, this session is being recorded. For those of you watching the showcase on YouTube Live, feel free to provide feedback to students in the chat area. Thank you all for joining us today. We are here today because of the One Summer Chicago program. One Summer Chicago program brings together government institutions, community-based organizations, and companies to offer over 20,000 employment and internship opportunities to youth and young adults ages 14 to 24.
And now, we welcome one of the leaders of the One Summer Chicago program, Commissioner of the Department of Family and Support Services, Brandy Kanadzi.
Thank you, Amira. Welcome everyone to the 4th annual 2021 One Summer Chicago Everyone Can Code and Create Showcase. My name is Brandy Kanadzi, and I am the Commissioner for the Chicago Department of Family and Support Services, which leads One Summer Chicago. It is my pleasure and honor to lead this team. I want to take a minute and thank my staff and our interns at DFSS, who together organize one of the largest One Summer Jobs program in the country. They are dedicated and truly care about the work we do to help support young people. Thank you, DFSS Youth Services team. One Summer Chicago is a great example of a public and private partnership getting it right. We are so grateful for the partners that support our youth. I am proud that DFSS can once again host this collaborative initiative with JP Morgan Chase, Apple, Chicago Public Schools, the Center for Excellence in Computer Science Education at Northwestern University, and City Colleges of Chicago. These entities have made investments in this program because they believe in all of you as creators and coders of our future. It is empowering to see you leveraging coding, creativity, and technology to not only align design, but to build solutions that are important to you, but also impact our communities. I hear the augmented reality program was a new program this summer, and I'm excited to see the continuous expansion of this initiative. I look forward to seeing more of the apps, photographs, video stories, and AR experiences created by young people across Chicago. Thank you all so much for your hard work and innovating ideas. Thank you for trying something new and being open to learning in a remote environment. And again, I can't wait to see these amazing projects. Let's have fun, folks.
Thanks so much, Brandy. Next up, we have Yair.
Let's meet our next guest, Stacy Erb, the Director of Community Education Initiatives at Apple, who will now share a few words.
Thanks, Yair. Hi, everybody. Stacy Erb here. And as Yair said, I lead community education initiatives for Apple. Today is such a celebration of young people in the community, their passion, dedication, and persistence. They've worked really hard to learn more about coding with Swift while creating and designing solutions to community challenges. You know, at Apple, we believe every student should have the opportunity to create something that can change the world. So when you learn how to code, you're learning the language of technology. You're also learning new ways to think and bring ideas to life. I know we're all looking forward to seeing and celebrating what Chicago's young app developers and designers have learned. Let's start by watching the first video called Their Voices.
My name is Tyler Phillips and I'm from the Austin community.
Hi, I'm Noel Peacock and I am part of YDEC.
Hi, my name is Savion Harold and I'm from the Austin community in Chicago.
So when you first joined Explorers, what were your initial thoughts?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't want to join Explorers because I was too shy to talk in front of people. But my mom told me that you're gonna eventually have to be a leader more than be a follower. So I took that leading position and just went on and joined the program. And now, look at me now.
The best way for me to get involved with this or to try to make a difference rather than just doing protests that may last for a day and then no one ever talks about it would be to work from the inside out. So that is exactly why I decided to join YDEC and participate and see the brighter side of things. And ultimately, I just find it amazing. Police officers, not all are bad. And I've definitely learned this from the 15th District. YDEC, not even just YDEC, the 15th District overall goes over and beyond what they're even required to do.
I joined YDAC because I wanted to be a leader, see how it's going, see what everybody's doing and everything. Because at first when I joined, I was shy. The best part about the YDAC program is you feel you do icebreakers, introductions and everything. You feed off each other's energy, we ask questions about one another.
Before YDAC, I'm not gonna lie, I was bad in school. 5th grade, my dad had got diagnosed with lupus, and then I started messing up in school, and then 15th District came to my school and they talked about different programs they had going on here, like YDAC and Explorers program, and I ended up joining the Explorers program to teach me how to the discipline.
What I say to the kids and adults in the neighborhood is that you guys should come out. We do events and stuff here, and then I know us kids, us teenagers, mostly us, we be in the house playing the game all day, and we can get out, actually play. You got basketball here, you got the community here, everything, and we sometimes throw events and everything.
The best things about it was simply as that. It's just the youth, the voice of the youth being echoed out throughout the entire city and everyone working together. And if you were able to come and see the gala that we put on, and all the youth from all over the city, not caring what district, what block, what neighborhood, who was what, it was youth being youth and just enjoying each other's company and having a great time. If I can get everyone in the district to stop for a minute so they can hear, I would say give the YDAC a chance. Come out, allow your children to come, for the kids, come be a part of it, to get your voice heard, and give it a chance. If it's something you don't like, that's fine, no harm, no foul, but give it a chance, come out, get to know all the youth, and start being an advocate for the youth and creating programs that the youth want and need and could use. So that's all that I would say.
Thank you. Wasn't that an amazing video?
Yes, Yair, I think that was more than amazing. But before we continue, we would also like to thank the following community organizations who have played an important part in supporting the work that took place this summer. They have been instrumental in providing out-of-school time access to coding and create opportunities.
Today is a celebration of the work that we have completed this summer. While we are showcasing only a portion of our projects, this represents a small snapshot of the transformational work and passion of young people in our community.
Once again, this year, students who previously participated in the program were able to apply for some teacher assistant positions. This opportunity provided our youth with mentors who could share some expertise as well as knowledge from their previous experience.
Now for the app showcase. The apps we will hear about today are the top 4 finalists from a citywide competition that was held on Tuesday.
Congratulations to the finalist teams. First, we will hear from Living Local from Central State, Sir.
Welcome to Living Local, your neighborhood travel agent. Next slide, please. And today, we'll be your tour guides. My name is Ara. I'm from the north side of Chicago.
Hello, my name is Baylin, and I'm from the south side of Chicago. Next slide. So let's take a look at our first stop, the dilemma. We believe that COVID-19 is has exacerbated one of the most pressing problems in Chicago right now, which is that Chicago is one of the most segregated cities in America.
Like when I met Faye through this program, I never even knew Bridgeport, a South Side neighborhood, had so many cool events and gorgeous views that I was missing out on.
And now with the pandemic, we'd like to give extra support to the small businesses who are struggling. Next slide.
So we created Living Local, where users can easily explore all across the city. Our app bridges the gap between neighborhoods in Chicago, supports small businesses, and recommends places based on your needs.
Let's take a look inside of our app. Let's take a trip to Bridgeport. First, we're signing in with our Apple ID for convenience, and then we're going into the map feature where you can look around the neighborhood and see favorite places that you might want to visit. You can also search for your favorite places by searching for different recommendations based off of whatever you search. And you can also make a personal itinerary with our schedule feature, adding the name, location, time, and event of the event. And finally, we have the forum, where you can discuss with other users of the app your favorite hidden gems and also upcoming events.
Later, we plan to implement our profile feature, so stay tuned. Next slide, please. And here's our map, where we'll show how we created this behind the scenes. Next slide.
For our app, we use the Yelp API, which gave us a way to access database on all the different information on local businesses. And we wanted to tailor it to the user by including the current location of their phone and also the search categories. We also wanted to include different details of each place, including the name, price, distance, and address.
Though we use Yelp's API, we'd be able to feature businesses overlooked by their system where higher rated spots take priority. So small businesses that aren't have as many reviews would still be featured on our site. Next slide, please. And here we have our itinerary. Ever gotten tired switching between apps? Well, no more need. You can do it all here at Living Local. Next slide.
And here's our forum, which is our virtual town hall. And you can see all the different users discussing.
You'll also notice each user has different levels. So we have Tina the tourist going up to Eddie the expert. So levels are based upon activity in the app. The more ways you interact, the higher your level, with the last one being, of course, a local.
And you'll also see that some users have little logos next to their name, and that indicates that they are locals to the area. So you can refer to them to all your favorite places in the neighborhood.
Now we have our profile feature. Here you'll see Tina likes vegan and eco-friendly places. So with our interests, we have personalized recommendations. We intend to use those to completely automate the search and list feature, where our app makes a travel list for you, saving time and your effort.
And now we've reached our final destination. Living Local is your one-stop shop for all things going outside of your comfort zone and finding new favorite places. Thank you for visiting. Come back soon.
Next, we will hear from 312 Pantry.
Hello, everyone. We're 312 Pantry, empowering communities through mutual aid. I'm Brenda, and I'm joined by Catherine, Leona, and Grace. Our app was inspired by a time I was walking down Milwaukee Avenue and I saw a community fridge. That was an incredible resource, but I was wondering, why didn't I know about this? And are there similar accessible food resources in my neighborhood and throughout Chicago? Next slide, please. Food insecurity is a serious problem in Cook County and in Chicago, where 1 in 7 people will experience food insecurity. Many people require assistance a single time, for a few months, or on a more regular basis. And many food insecure households do not qualify for federal nutrition assistance programs. Therefore, pantries and fridges may be their only stable source of food. Next slide, please.
So the problem we are trying to address is that although many neighborhoods in Chicago are hubs to important accessible resources like community fridges and pantries, not many Chicagoans know about them due to a lack of platform given to these services. Next slide, please. So our solution was to create an app to make these resources more easily accessible to those that need it and to those who wish to give back to said resources. Next slide, please.
We have different pin colors for each of our resources. Black pins are for the user's current location and for the zip code entered by the user. Dark green pins are for neighborhood pantries that are open 24/7, while light green pins are for neighborhood pantries with restricted hours, and beige pins are for nonprofit organization pantries. Next slide, please.
When you first open the app, you immediately met with a launch screen. First-time users are given a tour of sorts with the basic onboarding process that details information of our mission, as well as our app features.
After the tutorial, you are brought to a map with a changing date. You can see your current location as a black annotation pin, and when you click it, it'll provide your current coordinates. Every pin has its title set to either the name of the pantry or the restaurant next to it. When you click on a pin, the subtitle will display the address of the pantry. You can also enter a zip code that'll zoom into another annotation pin if you want to search up pantries other than your current location. Next, we have a Create tab. In this section, users are able to upload locations of pantries or fridges that are not on the map. As a user, you can pick an option using the picker view, enter the location, name, and any notes of the location. On the left, you can take an image of the location right then and there, and on the right camera icon, you can upload a photo from your camera roll. Clicking the submit button will segue users to a thank you page.
On our volunteer opportunities page, users are able to easily scroll through a table view of different volunteer opportunities. Tapping on a table cell will redirect users to the cell's corresponding website, where they'll be able to sign up there. Finally, we have a login page. Users are able to see a basic login prompt, as well as see a screen that allows them to create an account. Next slide, please. Thank you for listening to 312 Pantry.
Thank you to the 312 Pantry team for that awesome and resourceful app. And now, a few words from Chief Education Officer for Chicago Public Schools, Mari Sweeney.
On behalf of everyone at Chicago Public Schools, I want to congratulate our students and say how proud we are of everything you've achieved this summer. If the past year has taught us anything, it's that technology has the power to connect us in ways that we as adults never could have imagined. I think our young people were there already, and the rest of us are just catching up. By participating in this program, you have solidified your place in this exciting new reality. You have created apps, films, photography, and AR programs that share your unique stories. Interacting with them is like getting a glimpse into your day-to-day lives and into the history and culture that defines your communities. I hope that your experience this summer has helped build your confidence and made you stronger students who are better prepared to succeed in college, career, community, and life. I am grateful to our partners at Apple and One Summer Chicago for providing you with this amazing opportunity and for figuring out how to go virtual again this year so that you did not miss out on the chance to learn and grow. I am floored by your skills and creativity and can't wait to see all of the ways that your drive and innovation will enrich our world. Make no mistake, yours will be the generation that changes our world for the better. I can already see it in you. I see it in your talent and your drive and the desire that you have to let your voices be heard through your work. Congratulations on your outstanding achievement this summer, young people, and best of luck to you this fall as you return to your high school and college classrooms. I have total confidence that you will continue to make your families, your school communities, and all of us in the city of Chicago proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Sweeney. Let's move on to the next round of finalists.
Next, we'll hear from Notesworth from Back of the Yards.
Thank you, Dr. Sweeney, for those words. Hello, my name is Eric Bella.
Hello, my name is Ismail Sierra, and this is our app's Notesworth.
The challenge we've chosen to tackle is studying, primarily helping with the inability which many students have, which is to learn by studying independently. When the pandemic struck, we, like many other students, were forced to develop study habits of our own, except many students who should have already developed good study habits by then hadn't done so already. Distractions are all around students these days, and that tended to be the main cause. When asking around, we found this issue to be mainly impacting teens and young adults. Ismail will intro our solution.
Thanks, Eric. We seek to solve this growing issue by supplying students with an app that will both cater to their learning needs and get them to understand what they need by teaching them how to learn.
For students who don't know how to study, this will serve as a great guide to learn how to take better notes, study, and learn. We want a future with people that desire to learn, not just for the sake of passing class, but to learn for the sake of learning. Ismail?
Thank you, Eric. The approach we will be taking with creating this solution is one that will make learning through note-taking go deeper. So here is Notesworth AI assistant Noti. Hello, Noti. With Noti's help, students will be able to learn how to learn through small interactions and reminders given by Noti. With its personality, it will give the user an overall greater interest in learning. This solution will change the way many learn overall, leading to hopefully helpful and powerful study habits. Take it away, Eric.
So here's our loading screen. Next slide. Here's Notesworth's simple sign-in page. Next slide. On the left is the code, and on the right is the concept for the code. Next slide. This is Notesworth's main note-taking page, where users will see, store, and add notes. As you can see, the AI assistant Noti is on the top right. Noti plays a vital role when it comes to the rest of the app. Noti will be able to help students not only navigate the app, but also provide users with tips, techniques, and even accompany them when they study, in order to ensure focus as users work. And if you click on Noti, you see it making a comment explaining what the page is. Next slide. Here's an example of how notes can look. Next slide. These assets are geared toward motivating the user to put effort into the notes they take, which in process helps them learn what they're trying to study. Ismail?
This is the note organization section. Next slide, please. This section helps the students keep the notes that they take organized by letting them change the color, set notification, delete, prioritize their notes. Next slide.
When it comes to studying, one struggle many students seem to face is not knowing what to focus on and at what time. With this, students can manage their study time per subject, helping them study more efficiently and effectively. Noti will notify the user. With Noti's help, the user will start developing a better habit of studying on their own. Next slide.
And finally, we have Notesworth Learning section. Next slide. This is the part of the app where users will be able to use their notes to actually learn. Users will be able to use multiple different learning styles to understand what they're studying. Next slide. And with Noti, learning notes will be much more memorable and interesting to the user. Next slide. Not only do we strive to make learning with notes more interactive, but also easier and more convenient. Noti will respond based on the learning style you choose. For example, the audio version, Noti will read to users out loud. Next slide, please.
We, as well as Noti, want to thank you for your time.
Thank you, Notesworth team. The next app to showcase is Naystory from Westside Health Authority.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kelly, and we are Naystory. Next slide, please. So we've all been there. Whether it's during an evening walk or on the way to get groceries, you pass by something that catches your eye. Just this weekend, I was walking down Archer Avenue when I saw a giant mural of a war turtle. I started wondering, how did it get here? What's the significance? And who designed it? With that in mind, a thought came to my head. Many of us travel in and out of our neighborhoods every single day, but how many people know about the own story of their own neighborhood? And that's why we created Naystory. Next slide, please. Introducing Naystory, which is at the intersection of neighborhood and history. In our app, we hope to create a more interactive experience where users can get transported back into time and learn more about their neighborhood story. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to my teammate, Matthew.
Next slide, please. Thanks, Kelly. When users first open the app, they agree to the map of their current location and the surrounding landmarks near them. Using the augmented reality video in Naystory, you would be able to hold up and see information that it displayed on screen. And since this app is powered by uploaded content, anyone can contribute information like photos, descriptions of a location. This up screen will take a sip with that Venusaur mural to see, or I can keep it private to myself. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Here's the product demo. As you can see, a user can scroll on the map to find points near them. Tapping on a marker opens up a card with more info. Again, this card can be opened up into more info, including a larger description of location and photos. Here in the AR view, users will be able to explore an area through their camera with information embedded in the scene. In the upload screen, a user would add information about a site or upload new photos, including when they are from, so users can see a timeline of photos from a location. In the future, we would like to implement a collections feature where users can organize points of interest into a collection that they can visit later or share with others to explore an area. Local organizations would also be able to create public collections for all users to see. Next, I'll pass it to my teammate, Yvette. Next slide.
Thanks, Matthew. Using Naystory is a great way to gain insight about history in your local area, but it's not all it can do. It's an opportunity to create intergenerational connections. Grandpa's stories about the good old days cannot be accompanied by photos on the app. It's a great way for younger generations to interact with the past in the 21st century. Naystory also provides the younger generation with a way to tell their stories and give their perspective on how they view their neighborhood and its rich history. Kelly can now show her grandpa the war turtle mural that catches her attention on Archer and tell him all about the artist and its significance. Moreover, Naystory provides an opportunity for people to get involved. Learning about your neighborhood's past allows you to feel more connected to your community and hopefully inspire future leaders to build their own story. Next slide, please. And with that, thank you for listening to our presentation, and we are Naystory.
Thank you, Naystory, and congratulations again to all the finalists.
For the third year in a row, One Summer Chicago included Apple's Everyone Can Create, which I was a part of this summer. This program empowers students to develop and communicate ideas through video, augmented reality, photography, music, and drawing. Let's take a look at some of the students' work.
And the first video is entitled Interracial Relationships. Let's check it out.
When I was born, I was assigned to a foster family and stayed in Homewood, Illinois up until the age of 2 years old. And although the social worker said that we had to lose contact, I continued to visit. Our family consisted of 2 sons that were each from our parents' previous marriages and 2 sisters born into marriage. My foster mom is biracial, African American and Caucasian, and my foster father is fully Caucasian. I am African American, as you can see. I have noticed that from the outside looking in, the ones of the lighter complexion in our family are mistaken as fully Caucasian. I've gotten multiple questions on how it feels to live with white people and why I speak as if I'm white. In this family, race doesn't play a part in how we love each other. Our mother comes from a big family where you can range from a bright yellow to the darkest, richest brown, teaching her that loving one by skin color is beyond her eyes. Our father believes that people who treat other races in a minority matter have never interacted or built a relationship with that race to learn that skin color does not determine if you respect or disrespect that person. We also have grown up with a diverse range of friends. This has come from our parents raising us to be positive, optimistic, and respectful while making relationships with a person of another culture, and to not belittle or mock them. This family has gotten each other the most amazing gifts. We've also shared the most amazing times together. From growing up and having our father push us on the swings in our backyard, to joining our mom on her workouts, watching the fireworks together on the 4th of July, sitting together watching a movie, enjoying a cookout, or eating dinner at the table. There's no such thing as talking white or sounding like a white person, just because I was taught to fully pronounce my words and syllables and to speak in proper sentences. Being raised in a biracial home doesn't determine how I behave towards people of other races. I wasn't raised to hate or disrespect a person, no matter their ethnicity. Children are born innocent and are taught racism. It is a learned behavior. Our parents have been treated poorly due to their complexion. Mom said that during her music career, despite her being a beautiful singer, she often remembers times of still battling to win the crowd over. They decided to break the vicious cycle, allowing for us to raise our own in a healthy generation with diversity. This allows me to build positive connections with different cultures, allowing me to join programs and travel. I'm able to have conversation with people of my workspace. I went to school with different cultures without the feeling of being left out or making someone feel left out. There's been times I've been treated with disrespect for being African American. I've been told I look suspicious in nice neighborhoods. I've been followed around stores before. I've had people grab their belongings as I'm passing by. I've seen blackface. I hear the stereotype jokes on Family Guy. I see how you pull your children closer to you as I glance. I've had cuffs on that were purposely too tight. I've been denied service. And what have I done? Come to terms with myself. Been the bigger person. I've accepted that this has been going on for years now, and it will be going on for years after I'm gone. It can be fixed, although it can't be fixed overnight. I can do my part by raising my children to be diverse and teaching them to raise their children like that and to continue and break the chain of hate, stereotypes, and racism.
Wow, that was such an amazing video. Thank you so much, Azali. Do digital things for the world to see is the mantra Mike Fox has followed for most of his adult life. From starting out in high school as a DJ while loving computer programming to creating visual events with the likes of Jay-Z and Kanye West, Mike has weaved his passion for creating digital and content creation into a career. Let's hear from Mike Fox.
So I think I'm live. Hi, I'm Mike Fox. And here, I actually had a speech and I just threw it out the window because after seeing the amazing videos and the amazing apps, I felt that I just had to just say what I felt and what I've seen and what I'm feeling now. So Mike Fox, I work with a company called Ative Labs, which is a agency on record for the likes of Nike and Planet Fitness and some other things. And I work for a brand, 24/7HH, which is a hip hop brand, which you can see online on YouTube and websites and all that stuff. The irony in all this is I used to be you. Like, I was a DJ in high school and I used to love computer programming. So my mom was instrumental in getting me involved with all types of programs, just like this. And what I found was, after looking at the Living Local app and the 312 Pantry and Notesworth and this previous, presentation about interracial, one of the things that I just thought about in all of this is find your passion, because you can create through coding, you can create through content, you can create all types of amazing things. And you know what? Once you find your passion, you can live it. And so out of all of everything that you're doing, I just want to send a big congratulations to everybody that's involved in this program. I used to be you. A lot of the adults on this used to be you, and you're going to be us, and then you're going to pass it on to someone else. So I'm not going to take up any more time. I just want to say congratulations to everybody. Find your passion, live it, and keep moving. And that's what I have to say. Like I said, I just threw it out the window. So I'm going to keep it going, and there you go. So I'm going to pass it on to the next. But congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mike, for that inspirational speech. Now we will watch the second video titled Sole Provider that I got the great opportunity to be a part of.
They say children of single parents are lonely. They say they are poor financially and emotionally. They say children are undisciplined. They say they have no future. They say they lack love. They say that we're not a family. This is single parenting, but not how the world sees it, but how we know it.
I was raised by my great aunt, who was a single parent since I was 4 months old.
I grew up in a single parent household with 2 of my siblings.
My mother was a single parent that raised me and my sister.
Growing up, I didn't see the difference between a single parent and a 2-parent family.
My mother did a lot of roles. She was our mother, our father, and sometimes our teacher.
I never felt that something is missing in my life.
All I know is that she provided me and my siblings with all the love and support that we needed. That's all I really know.
What inspires me about my mom is no matter how hard she works, she always finds time for me and my sister.
Her number one rule was to support her children and provide for them to have a better life.
She always put others before herself. Always.
My mom always reminded us to look on the bright side no matter what.
I am so thankful for my great-grandmother for helping and supporting my mom to raising us.
Labels don't matter at all. Long as I have that one person, which is my great aunt.
I want to tell you that I love you.
I honor you.
And I'm thankful for all the things you've done for us.
For all that you are.
For all the support and motivation that you've given to me.
Thank you, Mom.
I really love you. And thanks for the advice and the teaching of the world through your eyes.
Being a single parent is not a life full of struggles, but a journey for the strong.
Thank you, Tati. That video was beautiful. Now we will watch the next video titled Perspectives of Peace.
name's Joelle, and I think peace is for me. Peace brings happiness to the world. Peace is wonderful. Everybody in the world needs peace. People need more resources to be happy around the world. The more fun in a little village, the more peaceful it would be. A lot of families in a little village are sad.
Why do you think a lot of families in little village are sad?
Because their family members have been killed and murdered by the gangsters. And that's what I don't like about it, because one day they might come for me or any of my other family members. So that's what worries me. If they went after me, I would be scared. I would want to hide my family and protect them no matter what.
Mi nombre es María Gabriela Figueroa. Yo pienso que la paz para mí es como apoyarnos entre la misma gente, de no hacer cosas malas. Si alguien necesita ayuda, ayudar para que así entre todos podamos estar bien y seamos felices.
¿Usted cree que en su comunidad hay paz?
La verdad no. No, aquí no hay paz menos en esta área que sí está un poco más, ¿cómo se dice? Peligrosa ahorita que digamos, y más en la violencia.
My name is Fernando Hurto, and I am the development manager here at Open Center for the Arts. Peace is something that we all want, but peace looks different to everybody. Be clear of what your peace is, because you might have intentions for your peace, but others might not know them. So be very clear on what your peace is, and not just that peace is peace.
And do you believe Little Village is peaceful?
Little Village has a lot of peaceful areas. There's peace everywhere. The problem is that certain areas are highlighted more than others, and peace is not one of those areas.
Que haya más programas, más cosas para los niños, para que uno pueda llevarlos.
I would find peace by gathering around with everybody and holding hands, side by side.
Next, we'll learn more about augmented reality experience and the work in partnership with Boys and Girls Club of Chicago.
What if the line between your imagination and reality becomes non-existent? With augmented reality, that can be our real world. Augmented reality enhances the real physical world, creating a space where you can explore, create, and visualize things that would be impossible to see otherwise. Though just not limited to social media filters, augmented reality can be used in various ways. It can be a way to share your stories in different environments across the globe.
G'day everyone, it's Paul here from the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, Australia. And this is one of my favourite places in the world, Cotton Tree on the Sunshine Coast.
Thank you for that great video. And now we'll hear from Paul Hamilton, who played an instrumental role in the augmented reality program. From sunny Queensland, Australia, Paul has spent the last 10 years exploring and pushing boundaries in the augmented world. He has consulted with companies, schools, and developers across the world, showcasing and sharing how AR can be leveraged across both business and education. Paul currently works at Using Technology Better, running workshops and consulting in the AR space across the globe.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully I'm coming through. My name is Paul Hamilton, and I'm coming to you from Australia. I'm not sure if I'm live and I'm coming up, but I'll say hello anyway. It has been an absolute privilege to work with these inspiring youth. It has been absolutely magical. Over the last 6 weeks, we have built capacity with Reality Composer, we've ideated, we've come up with great ways of using augmented reality effectively, And we've made an impact, hopefully, on the users that we can actually see in what we're about to see coming up. I think you'll agree and you'll be in wonder with what these amazing pioneering AR creators have created. They have built and drawn on and created on the most beautiful canvas that we have, our Earth. Why don't we take a look at what these amazing AR pioneers have actually created? Back to you.
Hey, it's Shadeen. I'm a visual storyteller located in Chicago, Illinois. The AR experience I created was based off of tarot cards, something that's consistent and repetitive, but hopefully something that you wouldn't get sick of. Every time you flip over a card, you're going to get a different reading with a reflective question, and hopefully this encourages some internal dialogue. Without further ado, let's go check it out.
Alignment. What are you doing to stay aligned with your values? Repetition. Are you repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? Orphan. There's a straggler in your life right now. What is something or someone that needs more attention?
Wow, that was really cool. Now let's explore another AR project named Chicago, a new adventure.
What is it like to explore the typically unseen parts of Chicago? As we grew up as locals, we got to experience the city as it constantly changes. The arts is something that we share a love for. Through augmented reality, we get to showcase our love for the arts across Chicago. This interactive augmented reality simulation is where you can listen, tap, see, and explore the various aspects of our stories in your environment. Check it out. Take the first step into your new adventure.
Wow, I think I want to learn more about AR. What a great AR example. Now let's explore another AR project, a digital mural. It's called Chicago's Future.
Through Chicago's Future, I wanted to challenge the common way Chicago is portrayed, as a place of violence and dirty politics. Instead, I wanted to convey an alternative story for the city, one that tells the narrative of the amazing young adults who are working to change the future of Chicago. Through this mural and the people it depicts, I hope to illustrate the depth of Chicago and its people. For if you peel back the layers of Chicago, you will find a complex city with a myriad of its own stories to tell.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. I am really excited to learn more about augmented reality. We want to thank Paul Hamilton for his expertise. Also, thanks to the Boys and Girls Club of Chicago who hosted this AR learning experience for this summer. Let's transition back to our last two videos. The next video is Life is a Movie.
sister and I basically only bonded over movies. Some of our favorites were Matilda and Bring It On. But considering that we're 11 years apart, a teenager doesn't really want to hang out with a 6-year-old 24/7, thus leaving me alone with movies as my only company. With not many friends, I watched movies all the time. I felt like the only way I could have a conversation with someone was if I was recommending them a movie I recently watched. It wasn't until 7th grade that I realized that movies were my passion.
The movie that inspired me to make movies was Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko, directed by Richard Kelly, released in 2001, is about a schizophrenic teen who, on a routine night of sleepwalking, is visited by a man in a demonic-esque bunny suit who tells him that the world will end in 28 days. Crazy, right? The unique plot and amazing cinematography inspired me to be creative, and it sparked the passion to make a film that brings out the creativity in others. I wanted others to feel how I felt while watching this movie. I use films not only as an escape, but also as a creative outlet.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. I think it's safe to say that a movie is worth 1 billion.
That was such an amazing video. Thank you so much, Unique. We have one last guest speaker today. We'll hear from Owen Washburn, Vice President of Global Philanthropy at JPMorgan Chase, who has funded Everyone Can Code Chicago for the last 4 years. Take it away, Owen.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank the City of Chicago, DFSS, CPS, Apple, and all the community organizations for their partnership and incredible program this summer. My biggest thanks goes to the youth involved in Everyone Can Code and Create and One Summer Chicago this year for inspiration, honesty, and beauty in the projects that we saw today, as well as so many of the others that were created this summer. Your work is a demonstration of the positive impact that leadership, creativity, and technology can have in your communities. But you all also took a big step in your own careers. At JPMorgan Chase, we invest in creating equitable career pathways, including supporting summer employment programs in more than 20 cities, impacting tens of thousands of youth since 2017. What we have learned in this work won't surprise you. Technology and creative skills can jumpstart a career in many fields, from public and community service to medicine, finance, creative arts, and more. The skills you've developed this summer will help you advance in the classroom, in your careers, and in your community. Congratulations to each of the teams and individuals that presented their work today and participated this summer. Thanks, and I'll pass it back to the MCs.
Thank you, Owen. And also thank you and a special shout out from me to Chicago Untold Stories for all the wonderful videos today. And now our last video is from my team with Chicago Public Schools.
I usually shut myself off and then listen to music I like, try doing something I like, or sleep it off, one of those two things.
One time when I was lost was like when my grandfather died. I didn't know whether I was safe around a lot of people. My grandfather would hold me and make me feel safe. So when passed away, I didn't know whether to, get comfort with anybody. So I didn't know where to go.
Loss can be a loss of identity, a loss of not knowing your sexuality or not knowing your who you are as a person, just identity in general. That's what loss to me is what I wanted to encapsulate with the song and the meaning of lust. Those are the main meanings, but it can mean anything to anyone really. And to feel lost is just to feel confused and not understand where you are, who you are, or where you're going.
Gotta find one trapped in my brain. I'm attached to these chains, light a match to my flame. Now I'm in hell. It don't look so different from where I fell. Got a million different wishes, but a lust spell got me sinking like it's into my blood cells. See a vampire wish got me compelled, or maybe I just got it question lying to myself. I like the feeling of her lips and I got nothing else, so I'ma stay in the abyss until the ring bells.
It's never too late.
Nights like these don't last forever.
Be easy on yourself. Just be chill.
Love yourself because you matter.
Life is a long journey. It's a roller coaster. Don't know where you're gonna go, but you just gotta keep moving, and in time you'll find the pieces.
Wow, that was such an amazing video. Thank you, Yair, and your team for presenting such an amazing video. And thank you to everyone who has participated in all of our programs. This was a great showcase and snapshot of the work from all of our youth participants in this summer. What an amazing event. Check out the www.eccchicago.org website to see youth projects. To all, thank you for sharing this time with us. Be safe, be well, and be kind. See you guys later.